It was a set that felt very safe, and I don't know, we just played, and some of it was in the script and some of it wasn't.
Oh, really?
You already know what I'm about to say, don't you? We all knew this. The second Susan Sarandon stepped up to that microphone last week, you felt it. That little shift in your stomach. Because when someone like her finally breaks, it's never just about a movie. It's never just about getting older or looking back at a career. No, this was something else entirely. Here's the thing though, she said. Actually, let me rephrase that. She didn't say much. That's the scary part. Watch the clip again. She's sitting there. The interviewer asks about Thelma and Louise, 30, 5 years, all over the magazines. And Sarandon gives this little smile, this look, like she's remembering something she can never really tell you. And then she mentions Rocky Horror, almost laughs it off, says it's funny, that's what she'll be remembered for. But you and I both know, that's not the real story. The real story is what she didn't say, what she couldn't say. And now, after all these years, she's starting to let the edges show. I need you to stay with me here, because this is the part nobody talks about. Susan Sarandon has been on the blacklist for almost 2 decades. Quietly, not the kind they announce on the news, the kind where the phone stops ringing, where scripts that used to land on her desk suddenly go to younger women who play nicer, women who don't ask questions. And the reason for that, well, you'll see. She mentioned a set feeling very safe, said it almost like a confession, like she was surprised. You catch that? It was a set that felt very safe. Think about why that would even need to be said, why that would stand out to her after 40 years in this business. And look, she named a friend, Harvey, from Blue Beetle. Just a casual mention, just a name dropped like it was nothing. But nothing is ever nothing in Hollywood. You know that, I know that, we all know that. Here's where it gets interesting. Sarandon has been quietly talking to young actresses for years, off the record, in dressing rooms, at craft services tables, warning them, not with words exactly, with looks, with little comments. Keep your eyes open. Not everyone here has your best interest at heart. She's been doing this since the early 2000s. Since right around the time her own roles started drying up. They don't want you to know that part, because Susan Sarandon isn't supposed to be a hero. She's supposed to be the legend from Thelma and Louise, the quirky mom from Enchanted, the voice of a generation they already packaged and sold back to us. But the real Susan, the one they tried to silence, she's been sitting on stories that would turn this industry inside out. Now, just breathe with me for a second. A quieter now, I want you to really think about this. A woman who has nothing left to prove, who could have taken the easy path, who could have kept her mouth shut, collected her residuals, and lived quietly in Connecticut. But she didn't. She chose to stay. Chose to keep showing up. Chose to keep saying just enough to make the powerful nervous. Why would she do that? Unless she saw something. Unless she knew something. Unless she was protecting someone, or many someones. Okay, back to it. If the interviewer asked if she gave pregnancy advice to Aubrey Plaza, and Sarandon laughed, said something nice, talked about exhaustion, about being scared, about the 9th month. Innocent, right? Except watch her eyes. She's not talking about pregnancy. She's talking about surviving Hollywood. It's designed that you're exhausted. Designed. By who? For what purpose? That word wasn't an accident. Not an accident at all. You see, the breadcrumb trail here goes back to something bigger. Something that connects Sarandon to a handful of other older actresses who all started speaking differently around 2015. A pattern. A shift. Suddenly they're all saying the same thing. I wish I could tell you more. Maybe someday. The system protects itself. This is the moment where everything makes sense now. Susan Sarandon isn't just breaking her silence. She's sending a signal to every young actress on every soundstage right now, to every parent dropping their daughter off at an audition, to everyone who ever wondered why their favorite star from the 90s suddenly disappeared. She's saying, I'm still here, I still remember, and I'm not afraid anymore. But here's the question that keeps me up at night, and I need you to answer it in your head right now. If Susan Sarandon finally tells the whole truth, the names, the dates, the places, what she saw with her own eyes, will anyone in the media actually air it? Or will they bury it again? Call her bitter. Call her difficult. Call her a has-been looking for attention. You already know the answer, so I'll ask you directly. Down in the comments, just type the word PLAY if you think she should name names. And type BLAKLST if you've watched someone get silenced in real time just like this. Because this isn't over. Not even close. And the only reason she's still standing is because people like you are still watching, still listening, still awake. We all knew this. Now she's finally saying it out loud.